got here, we just landed. I landed here a couple hours before Branson got here, and I went over, got the rental car squared away, just picked him up from the airport. We had to go get something in our stomachs. We were starving from all the traveling, and now we got a little game plan just to go out and check some trails, and we're heading out there right now, heading out on the road. And the further we drive, the less maintained this road is getting, which is what we're looking for. First day, landed here. Branson and I went around, did a little bit of scouting, really foggy. Just been an interesting time with the weather. We know there's a break coming. Pulled over here, just had one clear shot at the mountain. Pulled out binoculars and you can see a goat bedded down, just clear as can be, right up high, clear up high on the side of the mountain. And the moment I got the spotter out, the fog just rolled in, and that's the end of that. Now all you can see is the silhouette of the mountain. Well, from right here we can clearly see two. Looks like there's a Nanny with a little kid laying next to her. And then right up top, you can see, I think it's a Billy, but I don't know anything. He just looks like he's got a little bit heavier hump behind his head on his shoulders. But I can never get a clear picture at him.
Well, this fog makes it super hard.
Yeah, so foggy. The moment you start to get headway, fog rolls in and you can't see anything. Way better than I was expecting to be treated. You guys definitely outdid yourselves here.
Oh my God!
Legit.
I don't even know how to begin here. I just look at this like, just enjoy it. Well, it's day 2, and at the beginning of the day, the weather's a little nasty, so we just took the opportunity to go hang out with my brother and his boy. We were able to go downtown. He was able to show us around. He used to work here a long time ago, and so it's been cool to have him here, and he can show us, show his boy some of the cool things that he's been a part of. We got to eat some really good food, and then we just kind of transitioned and headed up to the hills to start looking for goats and bears. I think it needed to clean out some junk in the barrel the first couple shots. Coda, come here, I gotta teach you something really fast. You never know what kind of gun people are shooting. This could put one in the chamber right away, and all it has to get bumped and the bull will go off. So you never run out in front of the gun after a shot goes off ever until you say, am I good to go down range? And then if we say, hold on 1 second. And then what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll open the chamber and I'll leave it open like that. We know there's nothing in it, it's safe, then you can go out there, okay? But don't ever run out there unless it's safe. You understand?
Can I go?
What do you ask? Say.
Can I go?
Can you go where?
Out there.
Down range?
Down range.
Yes, you can go down range. Let's go find a bear. I think we've got all of the rigmarole out of the way. Now we're ready to actually go do what we came here to do. Branson sitting in the car while I'm glassing. He's out there with the naked eye looking around, and he's like, hey, I think there's a goat right over there. And he found one laying down. So we started looking at that goat. And then my brother Stetson's got the binoculars, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, there's another one right below it. And this big one come walking out below it. It's a beautiful goat. So I'm trying to be a gambling man and figure out, you know, what's the difference between a Nanny and a Billy from just the visual looking at them here, and be able to tell the difference. And I've heard that the Billies tend to be a lot dirtier, but I also heard that was more during the rut, so I don't know. But this one, the other two were really clean and look nice and clean and crisp, and this big guy, he seems like he's got a bigger frame on him, and he's just dirty, just really dirty. Kind of like a guy, doesn't really care what he looks like.
What are some other ways to like tell between the two?
So the mass of their horns, the males have a big gland on the side of by their horns, but then they've got these big mass, so the base of their horns, as you're looking at them, will be really close together. That means the mass is bigger. When they're not as big a mass, they're not as close together, so the bigger the mass, the closer together the horns. And then they say if you can watch them urinate, obviously you'll see the Nannies kind of do a squat to pee, and that's a big indicator of what a Nanny is. All right guys, make sure you stick around, because the end of this trip is going to be some halibut fishing. We got the last day here, we're going to be on a boat, we're going to go catch some monster halibut. Pretty excited about that. It's a pretty great way to cap off a vacation. Been hoping to see a big Billy, and this guy just came out to get a drink, come all the way across the rock face. There's a little water stream, it's not quite a little waterfall, but he's right there. Definitely water coming down the mountain, he's drinking. And I can clearly see the horns from here. Oh man. Look. Oh. That's a big billy. From that far away, that's pretty clear that that one's way bigger than the ones we've been dealing with so far. Were they clear cut? Well, it's day 2. Just once again, foggy, rainy. Got a chance to see some goats, which was great. We decided to go back down some old logging roads and see if we could find some bears looking around. Spent quite a bit of time back in there. Didn't turn up anything, but we had some fun. Had a chance to sneak around, see a bunch of tracks and a bunch of scat, and just get your hopes up, get excited. Things that come with hunting, right?
All right, just me and you now.
Nothing but billy goats and camera footage. And hopefully it may be a bear. Well, just got left out here in the middle of nowhere. Told my brother to come back and pick us up at 2 o'clock, so hopefully we can go get everything accomplished that we need to get done this morning and get back here to the trail by time they get here. If not, I did leave them a radio. Don't know what good it's gonna do, but I left them a radio. On another note, look at this weather. We finally got blue skies for the first time since we've been here. It's just been raining every single day, and so we got a little break in the skies. There's a little bit of clouds up high that are rolling over the mountains, but I really think we're gonna have some awesome opportunities today to find some big billies and get some footage of them. Hopefully by the end of today, Branson and I can figure out the difference between a billy and a nanny clearly, and then obviously the kind of billy we want to be shooting just by the footage we get. So that's the goal.
It's weird, it's 6:30 in the morning and it looks like it's the middle of the day out here right now.
Oh yeah, right? And, I mean, we got up early. You know, obviously didn't get up here as early as we were hoping, but we got up early and it's really bright at 6:30 in the morning. So.
It's Alaska for you, huh?
Beautiful day though.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Got our stuff dry last night. You got a little smudge on your camera lens.
Oh yeah. Wipe that off.
If you've ever been up to Alaska, especially Ketchikan, there on the coast, it is wet and rainy all the time, and so to try to find a good day when the sun is out, those are few and far between. But it's a good thing that we are coming up here with Rokman. We got the gear that we have. We keep everything dry, and as long as we're okay being a little miserable out in the rain ourselves, our gear is gonna be dry. It's gonna be fun. All right, so we were just back over on this other side watching this old Nanny, and we looked over and we seen 2 billies on this side. They were clearly big billies. And then we just glassed clear over to here and you could see like 7 or 8 goats over here. So we just jumped over the top of the ridge just to get a better view of these goats. And didn't realize what we were about to see in terms of a view. This is unbelievable. But there's 7 or 8 right over here on this hillside. And we're getting ready to just kind of glass through all this stuff. See what we can come up with here and just down here below us. But there's no shortage of goats. I think we're well over 20 goats for the morning. I guess it's not morning, it's 12:18.
It's crazy. You just keep hopping over these ridges, and each place that you come over just has a completely different view, different scenery. It's crazy. It just keeps getting cooler and cooler.
It's pretty cool. Just see we got a mom with a nanny with a kid up here. They both just laid down to take a nap, but you can see it just as clear as could be from right here, and the kids running up and down the cliffs and playing around. Just got to get one closer. Everything we got to look at right now is all with the spotter. I want to get some stuff where we can get up really close, but it's pretty awesome to see these things and how they're acting in, you know, their true habitat and just running around on these cliffs. And I mean, if all moms would let their kids play around like that, we'd be a lot tougher people nowadays.
No kidding.
Might be a lot less of us too, so I guess just give or take. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Rokman vinyl harness, you'll notice here, it is not hooked up to its own harness because I'm in glassing and walking around. I have my pack with me the whole time, so I hate wearing 2 harnesses. So it hooks directly in to my shoulder straps. That way I don't have to wear 2 harnesses. All right, we've decided to start heading back to the truck. We've got almost 30 different goats on camera right now. We're hoping to get really close to a billy. We did get really close to a Nanny and get a lot of good photos of her, and we'd really love to get close to a billy and just get some sweet footage, but haven't yet. Hopefully on our way out, we're gonna go a different route on the way out. Hopefully on the way out we might run into something and get some footage of a bigger billy so we can kind of have that on tape. But we got some off in the distance and you can clearly tell they're big. But yeah, we're heading back to the truck now. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. We've been up here for 8 hours and got about an hour and a half trek back to the truck.
I brought lunch. You brought lunch? Wow. You can pick us up anytime you want. Except for the clam chowder they gave you forks to eat with.
Well, I can drink out of a bowl.
The bears do exist. We found us a bear, finally.
We found some bears. And of course, we can't shoot these ones. But we're gonna go in and get some good footage of them. Okay, just wrapping up day 3. We weren't able to get a bear. We were able to see a bunch of them tonight in an area that we weren't allowed to hunt in, but we've seen a ton of goats, and that's what we came here for. So just an unbelievable experience here scouting for our first 3 days. Now we're shifting gears. Tomorrow we're gonna hop on a boat and go try to catch a halibut that's over 100 pounds.
Did you guys see enough bears? Wow. Let's get it.